Good morning, Mr. Stewart.
Oh, good morning, Anna. What's on the agenda for today?
Well, this morning you have a meeting with James.
Right. Has he come to the office yet?
No, but he called. He said he'll be here by 10.
That's fine. And what else is going on today?
CS Computer have called, and the new Macintosh have already arrived.
Outstanding. That's good news.
The Chinese Chamber of Commerce have faxed us a list of importers and distributors of packaging materials.
Well done.
And here is the information from the Department of Trade regarding quotas and restrictions for the export of paper bags.
My goodness, those people have rules for everything.
At 11:30, a salesman from Office Max would like to meet with you.
About what?
Oh, it's about office supplies and furniture.
I don't want to meet with that guy, Anna. Could you take care of that for me, please?
Sure, I can meet with him.
Thanks, Anna. I give you full authority to make any purchase decisions. It's all up to you. I trust you.
Right, can do. Oh, finally, Forbes magazine called. They would like to interview you for a feature article.
Really? That's interesting. Well, schedule them for a lunch next Friday.
I already have, Mr. Stewart.
Thank you, Anna. I don't know what I would do without you.
Well, that's why you pay me the big bucks, Mr. Stewart.
Do you want some help? For me, ratios and percentages cause nothing but headaches and confusion.
It's tough, but I've done this a few times before. If you'd like, you can double check all of my calculations.
Well, okay. I better take a look because I don't want to make any mistakes and waste time on this. Plus, I want to have a better understanding of all the costs involved.
Okay, well, take a look at what I have. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask.
Okay, thanks. Hey, James, I have a question for you. You've entered the legal charges under the fixed cost heading.
Yes, so I have.
Are you sure that's correct? Shouldn't that be a variable cost?
Technically speaking, yes, it should be a variable cost.
Well, would you like to explain it to me?
You may not agree.
Well, I don't care. I want you to explain it. This is important.
Okay. By entering certain charges as fixed costs as opposed to variable costs, then we can make a bigger deduction in our income tax statements for the first year.
Wait a minute. Is this legal?
Strictly speaking, no, this is not legal.
What? Should I remind you that we are businessmen and not politicians? We should be doing everything by the book.
Well, we aren't actually breaking any laws. All I did was just follow common accounting practices. Everybody does it this way.
James, I'm not sure I like the sound of this. James, I'd like to ask you a question.
Sure thing. What?
What do you think if we bring in somebody from outside the company to help with the figures?
What do you mean?
Well, both of us are going to be very busy with the many details of setting up a new factory.
Right.
And I think it's okay for both of us to admit that working with numbers is not our strong point.
Fair enough.
Okay. Given that you and I have neither the experience or the expertise for number crunching, wouldn't you agree that it makes sense for both of us to hire an outside consultant to help with the numbers?
I agree. Your reasons are solid.
Well, I'm happy you agree. Can you think of anyone who may be qualified for the position?
Yes, actually. How about Sue?
Sue? Which Sue?
Sue Strobel, the financial consultant. The woman who prepares our corporate taxes every year.
Right, of course. Sue. Oh, she's a genius with numbers. Well, why don't we call her to see if she's available?
Well, I'm not sure. As a consultant, she works on a freelance basis.
Okay, I'll have Anna call her to set up a meeting to see if she's available and interested in this project. Anna, please set up an appointment with Sue Strobel, the financial consultant. I'd like to meet with her as soon as possible.
Right away, Mr. Stewart.
This is Sue Strobel.
Hi, Sue. This is Anna Baker of Impressive Printing calling.
Hi Anna, how are you?
Couldn't be better, thanks. And yourselves?
Peachy. This is my slow season for work, so I don't have much to do. I'm just taking things easy. What's on your mind?
Well, Dave Stewart has asked me to set up an appointment with you at your earliest convenience.
Really? And what would this be about?
Well, Dave and James are working on a new project. They'd like you to go double-check their figures in accounting.
Neither of those guys are good with numbers.
Don't I know it? And you know, Sue?
Yes?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but I think that Dave may ask you to be a full-time consultant for this project.
Really? That would be great. Okay, I am free tomorrow. Anytime is fine.
How about meeting here at 3 p.m.?
Perfect. See you then.
See you. Bye-bye.
Do you want to go for lunch?
Yes! I am so hungry I could eat a horse.
A horse, you say? Well, why don't we go for French food then?
I was only joking. So what do you fancy?
Well, we can either go for Thai, Italian, or Chinese.
Whichever one is cheapest and the quickest, because I want to get back here and finish this paperwork before the end of today.
Well, the Thai restaurant is always the cheapest, but sometimes the food's slow. And the Italian restaurant has a good set menu, but it's about 30% more expensive.
And what about the Chinese?
Oh, you know the Chinese. We always regret it every time we go there because we always eat too much.
So many choices. What do you reckon?
Well, I'd quite like to go for Italian.
Why? We just had Italian last week.
Well, I'm in the mood for pizza today.
Okay then. So shall you drive or I?
Well, I think I'll drive. Your route decision making really scares me.
So where are you going to park?
Well, hopefully we'll be able to park outside the restaurant. We'll have to wait and see until we get there.
Okay, let's go.
James, we have to make some important decisions regarding the location of the new plant.
I know. I was just thinking about that this morning.
Now, we can place it either near to the airport for fast air freight links or near to the river for access to the ports and the sea.
Well, in your opinion, what are the benefits of each?
Well, if we're by the airport, then we can obviously use the air freight services, and our response time and delivery speeds will be very impressive.
What if we establish ourselves by the water?
Well, our response times and delivery speeds will be slower, but we will be able to deliver a much larger quantity of goods at a much cheaper price.
That's right. Not to mention that real estate by the water is much more realistically priced. I don't think we could afford a large warehouse by the airport.
What I thought might be a good idea was to set up the main facility near the river and then a small office and storage facility near to the airport.
Good idea. That way we can still ship products by the air, and we have the option of expanding in the future in that direction if there's enough demand.
Why don't we get the bill? I want to get back to the office and make some phone calls.
Whose turn is it to pay?
I forgot.
Well, how about this? Either you pay for lunch or for dinner tonight. The choice is yours.
I'll pay for dinner tonight and you can take care of this.
Done deal.
Hey, James, what day did we say we were going to the bookstore?
I think I told you that we would go together on Tuesday.
Okay, thanks for reminding me. I nearly forgot.
You do realize that today is Tuesday. Are you still free to go to the bookstore with me?
Yeah, sure. I'm ready to go. I just needed to check with you to see when we had planned to go. That's all.
Okay. Before we go, though, I need you to clarify these numbers with me.
Okay.
Have a look at the third column and tell me if you think the export estimate is right.
Yes, they seem to be correct. If we are expecting a 20% increase in export volume from 200,000 tons a year, then your calculation of 240,000 tons a year is right on.
Okay, I thought so. I just wanted you to have a look at it to make sure that I hadn't made any mistakes. Can you take a look at the car allowance also?
Yeah, these look good too. Let's see, if we have 7 managers and the allowance is $15,000 a year, then your calculation of $105,000 a year is right.
Okay, one last one for you. Our total company social contribution is 1% of our net profit.
That's right. Do you think we should increase it?
No, I think there's no need for that.
Okay. Hey, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe I'm just a little bit tired. All these numbers are making me feel very confused. I'm really afraid that I might make some errors.
You do look a little pale. Why don't you go take a rest while I meet with Sue?
That would be a good idea.
Then, if this meeting goes well, we won't have to worry about working with numbers so much, and we can focus on more important things.
That would be so nice.
Hello, Mr. Stewart.
Hi, Sue. Thank you so much for coming on such short notice.
Thank you.
Please sit.
Well, you usually only call for my services during tax time, so I figure it must be important.
Actually, it is kind of important. Very important, really.
Really? What is it you would like me to do?
Well, I would like you to look over these calculations that James and I have prepared and let me know if you think there's anything that's wrong or that you're unsure of.
Would you like me to just look over these figures or actually recalculate everything by myself?
If it's not too much trouble, could you also make your own calculations? I think that would be a much more thorough way of doing things, don't you?
And also a lot more time consuming.
Time consuming, yes. So let me tell you what I would like you to do. Look over these, and I think that you'll be able to figure out what we're up to.
Yes, and then?
And then, if you're interested and available, I'd like to hire you as the financial consultant for this project.
So, in other words, you would like to offer me a job?
That's right, if you'd like.
What is it that you are doing, or is it a secret?
No, it's no secret. We're going to expand our business.
Is that so?
Yes, that's right. Paper bags.
Paper bags?
Paper bags to China.
Paper bags to China? Sounds interesting. Okay, count me in.
I am awake. What time is it?
It's dinner time. Hey, I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
Give me the good news first.
Okay? Sue is going to join our team.
Oh, that is great. What's the bad news?
Well, the bad news is I'm taking her out to dinner to celebrate her joining our team.
I thought you and I were supposed to go shopping.
Well, I'm sorry, but something else has come up and, well, it's late now. Besides, we can go shopping tomorrow.
Yeah, I suppose so. Are you expecting me to have dinner with you guys?
Oh, only if you feel like it. Otherwise, you can go home or you can stay here and work on the new proposal.
Maybe I'll just stay here and work, because there's a lot to be finalized before we can meet with our bank next week.
Okay. Do you want me to bring you anything to eat?
Good idea. Maybe just a hamburger and some french fries?
Okay. Would you like cheese on that?
No thanks. And no mayonnaise either. I hate that stuff. Well, either Mr. Jones, the bank manager, or Mr. Smith, the bank chairman.
Well, who do you think we can get a better deal with?
Do you remember the last time we met with them?
Yes. Mr. Jones gave us a $500,000 loan, and then the chairman tempted us in later with a $600,000 loan and a 20% overdraft facility.
That's right.
So why not just make an appointment with Mr. Smith then?
Because Jones says that Smith is out of the country and he doesn't know when he'll be back.
It seems as though Mr. Jones is intent on making things difficult for us.
Seems so.
Well, we may need to take our business elsewhere.
I'm already one step ahead of you. I've already begun contacting other banks.
Good job. Find out what you can about foreign banks, too.
Maybe I should join you and Sue for dinner. We could discuss this whole banking matter more.
Okay, but this is a social dinner to welcome Sue, not a business dinner. All work and no play is not a balanced lifestyle, James.
Perhaps I'd better stay here and work then.
Up to you. Work or relax. You can stay here or go out to dinner, as you like.
I wish it was Friday.
Why do you wish that?
Because Friday is my favorite day. It's the day before the weekend, and that means I can relax.
Out of all the things in the world to wish for, you wish it could be Friday?
Yeah, sure. What would you wish for?
Well, have you ever heard of the saying, if wishes were horses, then beggars would ride?
That old saying? My father used to tell that to me all the time. In fact, my grandfather used to say it to my father all the time.
Those are words of wisdom. Let me tell you, James, I don't wish for anything.
You don't?
No, I don't. I set goals for myself, and then I do whatever I have to achieve that goal.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa, James. I don't wish for things that I can't have. I set goals. Goals for anything, and in that way, I can achieve anything I want.
That's deep.
So ask yourself, James, would you rather have wishes that may never come true, or set goals for yourself that you can achieve?
I like your way of thinking.
Hey, by the way, did you contact our bank manager?
Yes, I did. And I told him that we would like to arrange a meeting with the bank chairman.
Yeah, I hope he didn't seem upset that we were going around him. Did he seem okay? He probably wasn't expecting this.
I don't think he was overly surprised. I just hope he doesn't try to block our meeting with the chairman.
Yes, I agree. I hope he doesn't try anything funny with us. I really need this meeting to go forward.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Brown. Thomas Jones of Lloyd's Bank is holding for you on line 3.
Thank you, Anna. Hello, James Brown speaking.
Hello, Mr. Brown. This is Thomas Jones calling from Floyd's Bank. How are you today?
Well, hello, Mr. Jones. How nice of you to call. Have you managed to arrange a meeting with Mr. Smith for us yet?
Not yet. Making a meeting with Mr. Smith is easier said than done. Perhaps you'd find it more convenient to speak with me.
Really? You do know that we were really hoping to get in to see him before the end of the fiscal year.
Yes, well, as you know, Mr. Smith is a very busy man.
We are all very busy, running our own businesses, you know. So both Mr. Stewart and myself really hope that you will find a way to fit us into Mr. Smith's very busy schedule.
I fully understand how you feel, but I hope that you'd be as comfortable talking to me as you would with Mr. Smith if you could not see him.
As I'm sure you are aware, Impressa Printing have been very good customers of your bank over the years.
And as you know, we always strive to take care of our very best customers.
Consequently, sometimes we would expect to be treated as loyal customers should be. Do you know Impressa Printing has done more than $7 million of business this year alone? You know, it'd be a real shame to have to take our business elsewhere. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Jones?
Okay, I will liaise with Mr. Smith's secretary later this afternoon, and we'll see what we can come up with for you.
You do that, Mr. Jones. It was so nice talking to you, and I expect to be hearing from you very soon.
Good day, Mr. Brown.
Come in. Did you speak to Mr. Jones yet?
Yeah, just got off the phone with him about 20 minutes ago.
Don't tell me. He was difficult, wasn't he?
Well, let's just say that I made myself perfectly clear to him on this matter.
Did he get your point?
We'll see. He's going to call again.
What if he remains unable to help us?
Oh, he's able to help us. The question is, does he want to help us?
We can't really afford to waste too much time with him. What about the other banks? What have you found out about them?
Well, Barclay and TSB know us by reputation, and they're both interested.
Good. That's good.
They both said that we could make an appointment with them whenever it's convenient for us.
Great. Well, I like that. And what have you found out about the foreign banks?
Well, I found this one bank called China Global. Ooh. They have offices in the United States, and they have programs to assist in the setup of new businesses.
Really? That sounds promising. Have you scheduled an appointment with them?
No, not yet.
Do so. Make it for as soon as possible.
Okay, done.
I've never worked with a foreign bank before. There could be some very exciting opportunities here. Okay. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
Making plans for this weekend?
Actually, yes. I have to go out of town for a funeral.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
My condolences on the departure of your loved one.
She's a distant relative. I've only met her once or twice. She's my cousin's grandmother.
Do you mind if I ask how she died?
Old age. She was 97 years old. She was making cookies in the kitchen and she just kneeled over and died.
97 years old. How about that? She was living history.
What a way to go. 97 and still had the energy to cook. I should be so lucky.
Yeah, she remained active for her whole life. She didn't look a day over 75.
How many days will you be gone?
Well, I'll only be gone for 3 days, but there's so much work to be done here.
Don't worry about it. We'll cover for you till you return.
It's only 3 days, Dave, and we just keep on keeping on until you get back. And if there's any emergency, we'll call you.
And don't you even think about not going. You should pay your respects to your relative.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the whole family will be there too.
Yeah, that's true. There's nothing like a funeral or a marriage to bring people together.
Good morning, Impressa Printing. This is Anna Baker.
Hey, good morning, Anna.
Mr. Stewart, how are things?
I'm okay. Things here are going along well. How are things there?
Going great.
That's good. How did your meeting with the sales rep go?
Very good. His prices for many things were quite reasonable, so I stocked up on office supplies.
Like what?
Well, you know, paper clips, staples, A4 paper, glue, those sort of things.
Okay, good, good.
And pens with our company logo, too.
Oh, good. I like those. Hey, anything major going on in the office that I should know about?
No, we're holding down the fort here for you.
Great. Has James come in yet?
Yes, he has.
Could you transfer me to him?
Of course.
Thanks, Anna. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
I'll be arriving tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon on United Airlines Flight 106.
I'll have the driver waiting for you there.
Great, thanks. Okay, pass me along to James now, please.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Stewart.
Goodbye.
Yes.
James, Mr. Stewart is on line 1 for you.
Oh, thanks, Anna. Greetings, Dave. How's everything there?
Well, it's sad, of course, but it's good to see so many friends and family.
Well, if there's anything you need, you just let me know.
Thanks, James. Have you heard from our bank yet?
Yes, I have.
So, what did our friends, Mr. Jones at Floyd's Bank, say?
Well, they've agreed to give us the loan.
That's good. How much did they agree to give us?
They're willing to give us what we requested and more too.
How much? Tell me, quick. The suspense is killing me.
Well, over the total of the next 12 months, it'd be something around $1.5 million.
Oh, great! Brilliant news. Those people at Floyd's Bank are true professionals.
At a flat 8% interest rate.
What? 8%? Those people at Floyd's are criminals.
I thought you'd feel that way, so I went ahead and made an appointment with the people at Chinese Global to make our presentation.
Excellent. When's the meeting?
Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Chinese Global is sending representatives here.
Oh, there's no way I can make it. Even if I left now, I couldn't make it back in time. You know what this means, don't you?
That you want Sue and I to make the presentation to Chinese Global?
Exactly.
Okay. Don't worry about a thing. Sue and I can take care of everything. It'll be a piece of cake.
Okay. Good luck, and I'll see you both tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Have a pleasant journey.